Today we're going to do the fancy half windmill pop-up card. I'm just going to show you the bits and pieces that you'll need. So first of all, we've got our 8.5 by 5.5 inch basic white cardstock, and then we've got our piece for underneath on the front, which is 5.25 by 4 inches. Then we've got our piece of designer cardstock, which goes on the front cover, which is 5 1/8 inch by 3 7/8 inches. Then we've got our piece for the inside of the card, which is here. So we've got 5.5 by 5.25. This piece here is going to be our pop-up mechanism, and I've just popped that there for you so that you can use it later on. It is 4.25 by 1.5 inches. We also have some little squares that we need to do. So we've got 2 of those, and they are at 2.5 by 2.5, and our little pieces that are cut out of the designer are actually going to be cut at 2.25 and 2.25 inches. We also have a piece of cardstock. When we cut it, we're going to cut it, you can see it like this, and there's a bit here. So this original piece that you will have cut will actually be at 5.5, and of course we all know that 6 by 6 cardstock has a bit left over. So if you have a look here, you'll be able to see that this is the other piece of the card. So all this is here is a little bit of colour cardstock underneath, and that's the piece that's left over from that. Okay, and then we also have another piece of plain cardstock which goes on the inside of your card. It is actually going to be 5.5 inches by 2.25. So that's all the things that we're going to be using to make our fancy fold half windmill pop-up card today. The piece of paper that we're scoring is the pop-up mechanism, which is the 4.25 by 1.5 inch piece of cardstock. So first of all, we're going to score it at 1/2 inch, and then 1.25 inch, then 2, and then 3.5. So we do that, and I'll just hold that up so that you can actually see all of the score marks that are there. Then you're going to see, just because I'm holding it up here, you're going to see the one that we're going to put an X into as well, because we're going to actually put a diagonal mark across this one here. So it's this one here with the little, because you've got 2 sort of squares, and it's this one here that we're going to put that mark into. So I'll bring the scorer across because I've already pre-scored this one, and I'll just show you what we do. So we just line that up on the scorer and line up the 2 edges. So that's the top one there, and then the bottom one. And then we just score that across. So we've got that to the edge, and then we do the same thing. We just get the top of that box there and the top of this one here. And score that across. And basically what happens then is you're going to see, I've just accidentally moved that scorer as I've done it, but it's not going to matter. I'll just rescore it so you can see it quickly. So if you have a quick look there, you can actually see that there is, you'll see my mistake score, but you'll actually see that there's now what's like a star or a diamond pattern across the score. So you'll be able to see that in the middle. And then basically all you need to do, and this is for your pop-up card, is basically just score all of those lines up, fold them all up, and then we'll just score them across. So, and that then becomes your pop-up mechanism, and that's what makes the card actually go together. Okay, so we've got our piece of cardstock, and we have put the little star amount over, And now what we're going to do is we're going to fold that up so that we can turn it into the actual mechanism itself. So basically all we need to do is fold it in half, push these two pieces together like so, and turn it into basically a little triangle. Now that, as you can see, becomes your little mechanism. So when we do that, and then we're going to put, just ignore my little one on the side there. So as I'll just turn it so that you can see it better. And then when we put it together, we can either stick or tape it, but we'll actually put that there, and then it'll pop out. And I'll show you how to do that as well. We need to add, and that's just a plain piece of cardstock. It actually goes here on the thing, and it decorates. We decorate that as we go along. So we just need to attach that to hide the mechanism, and it just sits in place like that. Okay, now we just stand our little pop-up back up. Just put that back in, close our mechanism, fold it over, and now we've got our little piece there to hide. Just butt it up against the edge. So now we just need to decorate the card. Okay, so here are some of the fancy fold half windmill pop-up cards. These are some that we've already done. So I'll just show you those. Some I prepared earlier. So that's those. And I'm just going to quickly show you. So I've already put the mechanism together, and obviously we've put our bits and pieces on. And then I'm just going to quickly show you how side piece here. So I'm just going to pop that there. It's got a bit of tape and glue on it, so it's easier to wiggle around and get into position. Put the front together. And our front piece. Piece, you can either leave it blank, so you can leave it blank like it is there. It's totally up to you how you want to do it, and just pop it in there. So now it actually looks like it's got a little panel there behind it. So we've got a little panel, move that, and then we can just add our sentiment literally anywhere we want with some dimensionals. We can put it in the middle, we can put it up at the top, anywhere you like. And that's pretty much the end of your card. So that is all done and finished. And there we have it, all finished, ready, done and decorated.